Bringing you up to date with the turmoil at the top at OpenAI. Most of its staff are now calling on the board of the artificial intelligence company to resign after the shock dismissal of former boss Sam Altman. In a letter, almost all of the company's 770 employees have reportedly questioned the board's competence and accuse it of undermining the firm's work. The signatories also demand Mr Altman's reinstatement. His dismissal on Friday kicked off a rocky few days for OpenAI. Here's our North America business correspondent, Erin Delmore.
What began as the firing of OpenAI CEO and co-founder Sam Altman on Friday is now a standoff between hundreds of OpenAI employees and the company's board. Nearly all of OpenAI's workers are threatening to quit if the board doesn't resign and reinstate the former leadership. Board members fired Altman on Friday, saying in a statement that he was not consistently candid in his communications with them. The company also announced that Greg Brockman, the president and a co-founder of OpenAI, would be stepping down as chairman of the board. But he quit. The company has named Emmett Shear, the co-founder of the live streaming platform Twitch, as OpenAI's interim CEO. Two prominent OpenAI heads have signed onto the letter, Chief Technology Officer Mira Murati and the firm's chief scientist Ilya Sutskever. On Monday morning, Sutskever tweeted that he deeply regrets his participation in the board's actions. OpenAI has been the dominant force in AI development with its ChatGPT chatbot. This episode is highlighting a split within the field of AI between those pushing for progress and those urging caution. Meanwhile, Microsoft has invested more than $13 billion in OpenAI. It's quickly hired Altman and Brockman, who will lead a new advanced AI research team. OpenAI employees said in their letter that Microsoft had assured them that there were jobs for all. On Monday, Altman and Brockman's hiring sent Microsoft shares up 2%, hitting a record high for the technology giant.
Erin Delmore there in New York for us. Well, let's talk to Dan Kemp about this, Global Chief Investment Officer at Morningstar Investment Management. Dan, this is becoming more intriguing by the day. I wonder today if we will see more resignations.
Well, hello, Sally. You're absolutely right. OpenAI is in open revolt. And in these sort of situations, things tend to move very, very quickly. And that letter, of course, that you just mentioned, gathered an enormous number of supporters within the business. And so that's going to have to press the board for further changes. We know that the outside investors are also pressing the board for changes, while at the same time, Microsoft have scored a coup, really, in securing not just the services of the leaders, but also that open invitation to the other members of the staff there. So this could be very good news for Microsoft, but at the same time, there's bound to be further changes in OpenAI over the coming hours and days.
And it just goes to show how highly competitive this market is and how people are so important in this sector, because, you know, many would say, you know, people are not indispensable, you can replace humans, etc., etc. But in this particular example, you can see that the human capital is so important.
Yes, exactly. That we're so often told that AI will replace jobs, but what we're seeing here is the importance of the people involved in creating the machines and the algorithms that drive AI. And one of the most interesting things that's happened over the last 24 hours is the chief executive of Salesforce, Mark Benioff, has extended again an open invitation for anybody to come over to Salesforce from OpenAI. There's such competition for people who can code, who can build these algorithms. So we're learning through this whole process that people are actually really important.
They are indeed. And that's, yeah, it's nice to hear that, isn't it, Dan? Thank you so much. Dan Kemp there from Morningstar Investment Management.